Hey guys, welcome to the Simplify Your Life podcast. It's Coach Simona and I'm glad you decided to tune in. What's up guys? Today I'm going to share with you my best tips on how to get over disappointment, how to set realistic expectations, and how to go from holding on to something to doing the best and letting go. First, what does it even mean to be disappointed? Let's take a look at the word disappoint. It actually comes from French, back in the early 15th century. I don't speak French, so I won't be butchering the original word for you today. But I can tell you for sure that the original meaning of the word is to fail to keep appointment. When we feel disappointed, we're not living up to our expectations. Now, let's focus on the expectations part. When we set expectations for ourselves and for others, we often move between the two extremes. The first one being, I'll set my expectations as low as possible so that I won't be disappointed no matter what happens. Or the other extreme, I'm going to set my expectations so high that even if I fail, I will have achieved more than if I hadn't. So, which one of the two extremes is better? None really. Set your expectations too low, which is what I did when I was a kid in high school, and you won't reach your full potential. Set your expectations too high, which is what I did some years later when I went to college, and you will never allow yourself to feel like you can succeed in life. No success is good enough for the person with excessively high expectations of himself. So what can you do to stay in the middle? First, learn how to set realistic expectations. And then, learn how to drop your expectations and go about in life with no expectations at all. A little detachment from the outcome can be very helpful to avoid disappointment. If you think about it, how can you be disappointed if you're ready to accept whatever the outcome is? Easier said than done, you might be thinking right now. The secret to achieving this balance is simple. It's so simple that most people ignore it. Here it is. Just do the best you can with what you've got. Whatever problem comes your way, take your time to understand the root cause. Then come up with an action plan to deal with it. Instead of overthinking it, plan it and do it. Say that you want to apply for a job at your dream company. You never thought it would be so hard to hit the send button for your resume, did you? But let's look at the situation objectively here. You've updated your resume. You have what it takes to do the job. What more can you control after you hit the send button? Observe your thought process and focus on something that you can control, your attitude. What does getting this job means to you? Do you have any negative thoughts that lead to anxiety? Will you feel like a failure if you don't get the job? Does all of that sound like a familiar pattern from your childhood? As a child, did your parents reward you only when you won and punished you when you didn't? Go back to that memory. Pause this audio and write down as many details as possible. Ready? Good. Now think about the present situation. In the example I gave you, the best way to get over disappointment is to let go of the things you can't control. Fortunately, this applies to every situation, no matter how bitter it is. So, how can we set realistic expectations and avoid feeling disappointment? By evaluating the facts. For example, if you apply for a job, you need to be honest with yourself. Do you have the skills and credentials in place? Or is it just a dream of yours, one that would be difficult to pull off? Are you chasing an old dream? Or is it something that you really want right now? Are you doing it for yourself? Or are you trying to prove someone wrong? When making a decision, you need to focus on your goals, your dreams, and your values. No matter what you choose to do in your situation, I want you to remember this one thing. Instead of thinking about disappointment, Focus on the next steps that you can take to make your life better and more fulfilling. By shifting your focus from negativity to personal growth, you will quickly recover from whatever situation life throws at you. If you need further help with that, I'm always here for you, just a call away. Alright guys, that's all for today. I hope this episode was helpful. If it was, please like it and share it with someone you care about. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any new episodes. I love you guys, and I will talk to you next Tuesday.